In November 2024, a Congolese paedophile who sexually assaulted his own stepdaughter was allowed to remain in the UK despite the government's attempts to deport him out of concern that forcing him to leave the country would interfere with his right to a family life. In December 2024, a Turkish heroin peddler was allowed to stay in the UK because it was ruled that deporting him would interfere unduly with his family life, despite the fact that he had returned to Turkey 8 times since coming to Britain. In February of this year, a Nigerian woman who was refused asylum 8 times was allowed to remain in the UK because it was decided that her membership of a terrorist organisation might make her subject to persecution in her home country. Earlier this month, a Nigerian drug dealer escaped deportation because he believed that he was suffering from demonic forces. Meanwhile, Samuel Frimpong, a Ghanaian fraudster, has been allowed to return to the UK after being deported 12 years ago after claiming that he is depressed in his home country. The list goes on and on. Absurd asylum rulings from our tribunal system seem to emerge on an almost daily basis. What do these cases have in common? In each one, a potentially dangerous person was spared from deportation because of our membership of the European Convention on Human Rights and, crucially, the domestic legislation which enshrines the Convention into British law, the Human Rights Act. This legislation is clearly not fit for purpose when it comes to managing and securing the border. It is enabling dangerous foreign criminals to remain in the UK, putting the British public at risk. It is time that we recognise that decisions about asylum and immigration should be made by politically accountable ministers rather than by unaccountable judges and tribunals. That is the purpose of our amendment, which seeks to disapply the Human Rights Act and interim measures of the European Court of Human Rights in relation to this bill and to other legislation about borders, asylum and immigration. I will give
just to clarify, because I think she's saying very clearly that what she intends to do is to take decisions about immigration out of the hands of judges and leave it in the hands of politicians. Is that her intention?
I thank the member for his question. Yes, I think it is fundamentally important that these decisions about who can be in and who can remain in our country are made by people who are accountable to the public. I will make a little progress.